Hi everyone, Harris here with iDownloadBlog. So a couple weeks ago I made a video talking about some actually useful tips for your Apple Watch, and I was very pleasantly surprised by the amount of people that commented that many of the tips were new for them. Today I want to share some iPhone tips and tricks, whether you have an older iPhone or one of the newer iPhone 10 models, whichever iPhone you have, hopefully I will have some ones that you don't know about. If any of these are new for you, leave a comment down below letting me know which ones. Let's get started. Alright, so starting out with number one is something I imagine very few people know about, and that's the ability to move multiple applications across your screen. If you ever find yourself wanting to organize your apps and you have a bunch of lay apps just out of folders and you want to move them to a different page, you can actually hold down one and tap on multiple other applications. They will all compile into one, and you can drag it and drop it somewhere else. This is a feature Android has had for years, but this is something much newer for iPhones, and it's very handy if you're ever trying to move multiple apps at once. Now up next, one of my favorite features is the ability to use the accessibility shortcut, the triple click of your home button or power button on the iPhone 10 models, to use that as a low light filter. If you put it on low light mode, then you can actually use this to make your brightness even dimmer. With a very simple triple click of the button, you can take the minimum brightness and make it even dimmer. I love this for using it at night or any type of very dark environment. This is perfect to help out your eyes. Up next, you can actually add Memojis and Animoji reactions to messages. You can drag them over people's messages and it will actually add such as a reaction. Like if you did the emphasis or the heart or any of those, you can do those with the Animojis. That's pretty cool. You can drag over a reaction, which I think not many people know is a thing. One of my favorite things is in the calculator application, if you are typing something in, doing a problem, and you swipe back, you can fix or revert your last step, or as many as you need to. Sometimes you press that one wrong key and it changes and throws off your whole calculation. You can revert that with one swipe back. One of my favorite things that has been around for a very long time is custom text alerts. I don't use this really anymore because of my Apple Watch. I have set up that all of my alerts go to my Apple Watch. But if you don't use an Apple Watch, or if you still have alerts coming to your phone, this could be very handy for you. With this feature, you can set custom vibrations for people's text messages. For instance, I know my dad is texting me because it would do 3 short vibrations, and my sister, I have kind of a different pattern. So you can know exactly who is texting or calling you based off the vibration that you feel or hear, and that's cool. You can actually use a magnifier in the accessibility. If you ever need to just magnify something, make it bigger, make it clear, especially if you're maybe a little bit hard of sight, this is something perfect for you, and it's very simple to do, and it's basically just like a zoom in with the camera. If somebody's asking where you are, or if you're trying to send your location very quickly in messages, if you actually start typing "I'm at," it'll pull up a little option to autofill your location and send it, and that's very handy. So if somebody asks you, where are you, how can I get to you, whatever, you just type in "I'm at," and then you click that and it sends your location. It doesn't permanently send your location, it's just at that exact moment. Now, one of my favorite new features of iOS 12 is being able to quickly manage notifications. If you get a notification like in your lock screen, you can slide over and click manage, and it gives you some options. You can deliver quietly, which means that it will go to your lock screen without alerting you. So as I said in the Apple Watch tips video, if you have a particular app that is bombarding you with notifications, you can basically just mute that app very quickly, but leaving the rest of your notifications on by sliding over manage, turn on quiet delivery. It'll go right to your notification center without alerting you, without setting off your phone. That's a very neat trick. You can also quickly get into the settings for that app. So if you have a phone with Face ID, the Face Unlock, you can choose whether you want to show a preview or not of that application. So for instance, if you don't want your messages to be able to be read without it scanning your face first, you can quickly slide in, go to that setting and change it. It's just kind of a shortcut for getting to those settings. Something that we saw in the iOS 12 betas, which was very cool and it's been around for now a few months, but they've been kind of advertising it again, is searching for lyrics in music. So if you know that lyric but you don't know that song, you can type in the lyric into the music search and it will pull up that song if it recognizes it, which I've certainly used a couple times. If you are an iPhone user or an iPad user or a Mac user, which it sounds like you probably are one of those, you're going to want to check out Vogue Duo's battery packs. They're really cool. So this is the Vogue Duo Power Go. It's a 10,000 milliamp hour power pack, and the best feature is that it has USB-C for your 12-volt charging output and input, so you can charge your high capacity high-speed devices with USB-C. It can help recharge 50% in 30 minutes for your USB-C devices, and it works great for your MacBook Pro, your Nintendo Switch, or any other USB-C device or regular USB. Link will be in the description with coupon code. Up next, so say you just copy a link or a phone number or something like that. You don't have to go into Safari and paste and search. You can actually just go into the Spotlight search and it will pull up a quick preview, and you just click search right away. It'll give you the option to automatically search whatever you just copied to your clipboard, so you don't have to go into your phone dialer or you don't have to go into Safari to get that accomplished. If you're ever looking for your phone or you just need your flashlight and you don't have access to maybe touching it, you can tell Siri to turn on your flashlight. Hey Siri, turn on flashlight.
It's on.
And it's on. Hey Siri, turn off flashlight.
It's off.
So if maybe your phone's somewhere in your room and you're not sure, this can help magnify it, or if you just need the flashlight on, you can do that with Siri. Now also in Siri, you can ask her for passwords. You can say, show me all my passwords, and it will take you to the password settings in the settings application. It'll just scan your face or identify your fingerprint, but it'll show you your password list, or you can ask for a specific password that you want. If you're in the Photos application, of course, you can search for keywords. You can search for colors or places or times or things like that. But if you just repeat that process and go back in and type something else in, you can have multiple keywords that you're looking for. So if you're looking for a picture with something green in a particular city, you can do both of those keywords and it will help you get those quickly. If you take advantage of Do Not Disturb's new feature, especially Do Not Disturb Bedtime, it will allow you a few things. Do Not Disturb Bedtime is a cool feature that will dim your screen, it'll prevent notifications, and it'll put it in a nice sleep mode for your phone. And then when you wake up, you can have the ability to have a nice preview on your lock screen that shows you kind of the time, the date, the weather, everything that you might need for that morning. And then once you wake up, it'll give you access to everything else on your phone, including the notifications that you gathered overnight. iOS 12 has a new Measure app, which you may or may not know exists on your phone. With this, it uses artificial intelligence and spatial recognition to measure objects. It's not perfect, but a lot of the times it will work very well for ballparking measurements. You can save them, you can take pictures, and you can just measure things that are around you. If you need to know how wide that door is for a new frame or something that you're getting, you can measure this from your phone, and that's pretty handy. Anyway, that's like 15, 20 or so tips for your iPhone. If you have any tips that you think should have made this list, leave those in the comments down below. I can compile it into another video later, and let me know if any of these tips were new for you. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out Vogue Duo's battery packs, and we'll see you in the next video.